And I can never stress that enough because my father will call at some fucked up hour, like, I don't know, 3, 4 in the morning. And I'll be like, dude, you have to understand time zones. I'm like, dude, Google Melbourne time. And he's 81. God bless his little heart. God bless his cotton socks. So sometimes, what does this say? Open me. Oh, because of the took this from work. I'll bring it back. So yeah. So tonight I'm going to Dark Angel, which will be exciting because it's Gene Hoglan's. I think it's his first band. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just say you got questions, hit them up, because we can mix this up. Got questions? Hit it. If not, that's fine too. This is more for me than it is for you, but I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. So going to Dark Angel tonight. Thank you to Nate for make that happen for me. I actually forgot about the gig until he SMS'd me yesterday, which was cool. So yeah, that'll be a good show. And obviously, I'll probably most likely film on my phone and then save that to Google, bring it up on the laptop, chop it up, and make it a YouTube post. Because I was telling somebody today on chat, I film everything. If I knew I'd make money pooping on YouTube and putting an ad up the front, I probably would. It's only because I've now had to start claiming tax on my YouTube shit. So I'm going to make it work for me. So basically, if I get paid by YouTube, I just buy guitar gear or whatever I need, keep the receipts come tax time, throw them to my man, and we write that shit off. Okay, so Dark Angel tonight, I've already said that. Now, what I'm going to do is for a while, my goal is to do roughly, and this is where I'm going to need your help. You digging the new Mind Control 67? You digging the new footage of Van Halen in 78? Yeah, 100% I am. I've been watching that quite a bit, and I was actually looking to see how different the live solos were compared to what he put on album. And if there's massive differences, I'm just going to make a YouTube video explaining what they are and how to do them. What I need to know is, I know the date is March 22nd or something like that. Is this footage? Oh, it's in 79 or is it 78? Is this footage before the first album came out or after? And I could easily Google that, but I'm here now talking to you, so that ain't gonna happen. But if you want to look, Mind Control 67, I endeavor you to. Is that how you use that word? Okay, I don't even know where I was. So yes, so here's the plan, and I'm using all this in California time. So on Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to drop speaking videos, kind of like this, where I ask a question. They're kind of interactive. Talk about guitar. It's going to be guitar gear or band because I really don't care about anything else but music. And then we'll be able to chat down below. You give me links, I give you links. Yada yada yada. So that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm currently chopping up that video that Chuck Creamer gave me of my video lesson to him back in '97. It's like 2 hours long, so I'm chopping up and it's going to be tedious. But I'm thinking Wednesday will be like Retro Wednesday or whatever. And then Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, I just drop lessons. I've noticed obviously that the Van Halen lessons, man, people really love that shit. I kind of wanted to do other stuff, and I might just save like Friday for Van Halen. But here's what I want to know. California time. What time should I schedule the video to go off? Like 6 a.m. California time, 7 a.m. California time? When's a good time? That would be good if you could. Chuck, you could help me with the Texas time as well. Whatever. I know it's all kind of relative because Texas time will be something else. He plays from the hip. Yeah, he does. His guitar's really, really low. Okay, let's move ahead. So something to think about. Help me with that, and I will kiss your booty. Hello, all 7 of you. More people have rocked up. That's good. 5 videos a week. Yep. October 4th, so not this Friday, obviously, but next Friday, we're going back over to Victor's house to do heads through cabinets. So Victor is a big, Marshall, Sierra Tone, Friedman guy, and he's got a few of those amps at his disposal. We're just going to go over to his house, plug through this, plug through that, do some strumming, do some single notes, and give it to the world. But what I'm thinking of doing is chopping it up a la Joe Rogan style. I'm going to just answer some of these questions. Doesn't matter. It stays on the web either way, right? Yeah, it does. But I want the maximum effect of dropping a vid. Volak Nergal, can you do some lynchy stuff on the next video? Probably not. Only because there's a guy. There's a guy that wants. There's a certain big Van Halen stretch on Live Without a Net toward the end. And as I was driving over here, I thought, well, why don't I just make a video that covers like all the Eddie Van Halen stretches? Because I think there's maybe 3 of them that he really kind of uses, or even 4. But they're the same, some of them, or maybe all of them, or maybe 5-note. But I just thought I'd just make a video and have them all in the one area. I'm thinking of doing little short clips on Eddie Van Halen deep dives as well. I was also thinking, I think I wrote this in here. I was actually thinking of holding like the Van Hagar era stuff in for ransom, like film a complete, I don't know, video off 5150 that I've done from beginning to end, song and solo, and then coming on here and starting bidding. And if we get it to a certain area, I'll release it right then and there. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in the can and just sit there for God knows how long. But it's neither here nor there. Sounds money hungry. I don't care. Like, it's going to be painful for me to learn that stuff. It's got so much chorus. Anyways, and it's jock rock. I think Sammy is a better singer than Dave. But, I also think of those bands as 2 different bands, Let me see. Let me read some more of this. Love your Van Halen off riffs and Eddie boxes, using him to warm up. Screw the spider chromatic warm-ups. Yeah, I agree. Impotence or impotence of rest during practice. I practiced for over 70 hours during the last 6 days, and my fingers are shot now. Hurts even to touch them. Never mind playing. Yeah, you might want to mix the practice with jamming over a backing track, because that's more fun anyways. Or try to incorporate whatever you're working on practice-wise into the backing track. But, I've had my Helix here. I'm not going to mess with that. I've actually taken that back home. Like, my father-in-law has the Kemper, and the most fun thing, and the thing I'm going to continue using while I'm here, is that little Boss E-band thing. That's just one chord, turn a knob for different tones, and away you go. Only thing it's missing is really massive speakers or something. But I mean, I think there's a chord for that. You can make that happen. But I'm just making these quick, dude. So that's more for me. It's more, let's get the content. It's going to be content over video quality every time, because you have to understand, when I come here, I got to set everything up, do the shit, pack it all back up again. It's not like I don't have a designated home space. I wish I did. I wish I could just walk into a room, turn on the light, turn on a couple of power things, and away we go. It does. No, every time I film, there's all this behind the scenes crap that's annoying that I have to do. So did I even finish my question? Wait, let me read some more of these. On off riffs. Was your advice on it? Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. I love Lynch, and I probably love Lynch more than I do Eddie Van Halen, but I don't know. I think the Eddie Van Halen stuff's just maybe funner to work on. I'm not sure. Or I think because maybe I started getting serious when Lynch was around, and then I honestly don't have an answer. Fair enough, makes sense. Yes. No, listen, I do love the Lynch stuff, and I will be working on it in the future without a doubt. But I still want to do some of the Randy Rhoads stuff off the first 2 albums. And that'll do for right now. Lynch shred stuff. Yeah. Well, have you seen what's my man's name? Tony Fuentes. He does good Lynch stuff. Check him out. There's other dudes that do Lynch stuff probably better than I do. I'm sure of it. Well, check out those dudes and then come back to me. But I'm still waiting to hear somebody do Well, no, some guy has done that. Some guy's done Paris is Burning the very beginning. At least I think he has. Will you make another battle jacket video? I guess I would like. I've got to fill this one up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with black denim next time. This was just blue is out of convenience. Um, black. I want a black one. I actually want to make it horror movie based and have either a back patch of maybe Pinhead or Linda Blair from The Exorcist. That would be that'd be pretty frightening. So we'll see. I really love how smooth your arpeggios are. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, just practice, practice, practice. And remember, Scott was doing them crazy ones when I was in Sinister Sam with him. He was doing the 6 stringers. Okay. Drop videos, California time. I think we've gone over that. Is anybody taking the minutes? Let me get Mad Miller to take the minutes on this, and then I'll make a video of the minutes. Just kidding. Shredder's going to come back with some videos. I miss his videos. Look, will I ever do an extended arpeggio lesson? Does that mean more than I don't define extended arpeggio? I don't even know what that means. I've done I only have like 3 shapes that I really just milk the absolute shit out of. They're probably up. They're probably up. All right, let me just say a little bit more on my part. I'll read and answer questions, and hopefully I'll get to do some filming while I'm here. Because I think the plan is I got dark. Oh, I've already told you 900 million times I'm going to Dark Knight Angel, so my time here is fairly limited. But I also don't know whether I want to check out the opening bands, and I forget who they are. I know that King Parrot is supporting. So there you have it. Okay, so listen, if you're in Melbourne, I am selling, and I'll do this in a different commercial probably today because I brought it with me. I'm selling my HD 500 with the case. The only reason why is because, and I've used it for since 2011. So I've had it for 8 years, never given me a problem, although I never could figure out how to use the goddamn foot switch. I'm selling it only because I had a great offer that fell into my lap regarding a Line 6 Helix Lite. And after the Alarm album drops, I'm still going to try and get a endorsement off Line 6. I even have the application form filled out and everything, but I just want to wait until all the ducks are in a row before I send anything off. So yeah, I am selling my HD 500. Make an offer. Email me at doug.steele@gmail.com. We'll make it a very easy thing for you to either come to Hawthorne and pick it up, or depending on where you live, me go to you. I don't care. It's sitting in my house doing nothing. And actually, as a matter of fact, right now it's elevated my my look here. It's part of the laptop stand. Selling the HD 500. Okay, so the upcoming videos I'm doing, I've already explained to you that I'm doing Doug in 1997 doing really tedious, boring spider walk lessons, which are shit, but I don't know. I'm also thinking of taking all the Learn Shred guitar stuff I had, digitizing that, and then putting all those up. What else? Oh, and then the last thing I have to talk about is caulking. So I don't know if you know or not, but let me read these quick, and then I'll get into it, and then I'll close this fucker down and start on some shit. Oh yeah, Shred Durst videos. Yeah, dude, I love doing them. I hate shaving my face, and that's really the end of that. You know, if I knew there was going to be massive payoffs, I'd do it, but I don't know. And I love doing the character, but I think it's kind of done. Thanks, dude. Really believe in Lynch stuff. I love. Yeah, you know who we should get to do some teaching is Joshua Jones. Joshua Jones, do some Lynch stuff for everybody, please. Fuck. Mason, Tony stuff, he's amazing as well. You both know Lynch stuff. Thanks, cool. I love Lynch. Yeah, I love that dude. Also, thanks for answering the questions, Philip Karofsky. Of course, I'm going to answer the questions. That's why we're here, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know. Extended as in 7ths, minor or major. I've done this. You just have to look for it on. Maybe I'll put it down below. There is footage of me talking major 7th for sure, minor 7th for sure, and I just milk the fuck out of those too because they give that jazzy sound, and if you put them in the right context, they can also sound Lydian, which is good. Ginger's playing tomorrow in Georgia. Are you going to that? Ginger. I love Ginger. Well, I was talking to my friend Vic about Ginger at the Joe Bonamassa show. So yeah, it's definitely agree with Matt Miller. Bring back Shred Durst. Fuck. Yeah, I got to think of some really fucked up concepts for Shred Durst. Like I have, but they never kind of they just stay in my mind. I was actually thinking of doing a Shred Durst one where, people have got that muting thing at the first fret. Was thinking of like duct taping the whole neck of the guitar and just leaving the last fret, and then taking all these people's backing tracks and just playing like whatever note on the very last fret, and just to try to make it absurd. So that was one idea. I've had some other. I think I've had some others, but if you want to email me some, feel free. Fuck it, do it unshaven. Well, he does have a beard now, doesn't he? He's a tool bag. 20 Minutes does some great list of patches on his Bassy band. Yeah, see? On his Bossy band, not Bassy band. Are you going to Bungle? I live in Australia. If they do Australia tours, fuck yeah, I'm going to Bungle. I wouldn't miss that shit for the world. I love those dudes. I want to, but I have to work on Saturday. Just don't drink. Just go to the show. Do you use elixirs? No, I use, so you don't have to change the strings often. No, although I've explained to other people that if that's the deal, they probably should. Like, I turned my father-in-law onto those. Now I know that Brandon Ellis uses the elixirs because they don't rust. But I don't like the way they feel. But I encourage others to use it. No, I got an endorsement with D'Addario Australia, so I use the New York XL's 9-42, and then a 9-42, and then a 54 for the low B. Okay. For Doug, I hope you get on with line 6. You deserve it. Thank you. I really appreciate your videos. Thanks, Volak Nergal. I've learned so much from your videos and stuff, and you're very inspiring. Thank you. Well, we all got to help each other out. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Sam Cupper, I am doing well. I want to 15, 14 people, 2 likes, 17 minutes. That's pretty good. Line 6, if you're watching. Don't worry. I know the contact people. It'll happen. Jeff Dean, good day. I use Ernie Ball 10s. See, I don't like to fight the guitar. I want to be able to bend the shit out of the strings live, because for me it's all about live. So I just like to be able to not fight the guitar, have the action low as fuck. Like, as a matter of fact, I'd like to give a shout out and a thanks to a guy. I'm going to say his name is Mr. Smith, I think. Well, because I don't want to give his real name. But I was having problems with the me getting a laptop, because my previous one has taken a shit. So I asked my dad for the money, and he bought one for me. But this guy, he PayPal'd me some money after I told him not to. And then what I was able to do with that money is pay off the rest of the pedal board, the Line 6 Helix Lite that I just received. And then I had money left over, so I bought, and they're fucking expensive, bare knuckle Blackhawks from my green Ibanez Universe. And I'm still not done painting it. I'm going to do the headstock green as well as the pick guard. And then I'm going to try and get, and the James Powell Universe, I'm going to try to get my friend Vic, who painted my Star and my Bumblebee. I'm going to try to get him to do the Bumblebee on the Universe. On the Universe. I'm bubbling up in the old stomach area. I can't use any bottle that rust in 2 days. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really appreciate your videos. Learned a lot from them. Thanks for doing them. Well, it's all good. Who I like as a teacher? Fuck. Forget his name. David Wallerman. He's good. I like that dude. I don't really go on YouTube very much to watch. I usually go on YouTube to either watch shows or watch a Vinny Colaiuta, because I love that guy. God, I'm getting hiccupy. But yeah, you were the best guitar I've ever heard. Well, you need to get out more. I was wondering if you have played with any other famous musicians. Oh yeah, I got a story for you. So I was in a band called Sinister Sam, and we were kind of like Mr. Bungle and Pantera. And we had 2 demos. We recorded both of them at Prairie Sun Studios, where all the Shrapnel stuff was coming out of. So sometimes there was overlap between bands going in and coming out. So I met some German guitar player that released a video, or not a video, but an album on Shrapnel. Bernal, whatever. I don't remember. He was good, and all his shit was acoustic, and he had Atmanure on drums. And then I met Michael Lee Firkins there once as well, and he was a really nice guy. But our singer Gary, he went to some thing, and he saw this drummer by the name of Glenn Sobel playing at some thing. I don't know if it was a McAlpine thing or something, but Gary went up to him after the show, gave him our demo, and was like, "Listen, our drummer's going to be going away for a little bit. Listen to these songs. What do you think?" Blah, 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 blah. So Glenn did this, and I think there was about a 2-week gap where we had important shows in San Jose, California, and our drummer at the time, Donnie, couldn't do the shows. So Glenn, he learned the material. He even learned the material as he was driving up from LA to San Jose. He learned more material. So we had a full set. And my God, playing with him for the metal shit, because like I said, it was kind of Bungle Pantera. So there was some jazz stuff in there. There was some funk stuff without a doubt. And then we had the Pantera stuff. Like, he was all over it. And just, oh my God, it was like playing to a metronome. And that, if 2 guitar players screw up on stage, one guy will kind of cover for the other guy. Bass player screws up, singer screws up, that's a little bit more noticeable. Drummer screws up, and everybody kind of looks over and like, what the fuck? But with Glenn, there was none of that ever. And he would never really do the same fills twice. He would, like, from rehearsal to performance, the dude was just badass. So anyways, we stayed in contact somewhat. So every time I pop out to LA, I'll come and see him. Obviously now he's in Alice Cooper and he's on tour a lot, but when he comes to Australia, he'll give me passes, me and my wife passes to go see him play, and I get to eat dinner with him and catch up with him, and it's cool because he tells me all the Hollywood, LA music scene gossip, which is good and funny, and a lot of the times really fucking ridiculous and childish, but what are you gonna do? I'll read some more, and I think we'll make this like a half-hour thing, so maybe 8 more minutes, and then I'm gonna start flogging my HD 500 out the goddamn door. Do you watch people like Rick Beato? Yeah, he's my favorite. Like, Rick Beato is the fucking king. That guy's got so much knowledge, and he's got his son with that whole, A flat minor third plus 13 -4. That's some fucked up shit. Yeah, he's awesome to just, yeah. I mean, you could, like, even if you're not a musician, just to listen to him talk, the amount of information that he has, yeah, that dude's like he's a national treasure for music, really. So yes, I love Rick Beato. I don't know why I keep calling him Rick Beato. What are you learning on guitar lately? There's an Ingve video I think I posted just before this. And I was trying to tell you that if you use it in a certain way, and it all has to do with timing. You can make it sound like Ingve, because Ingve is good at that da 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 da, the 4-note da 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 da. So if there's one way, if you do it, it sounds like Ingve if you do it on the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 da 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 da. I think it's like an accent thing as well. So you can use it in straight 8th notes. I don't know. You can use it straight, or you can use it as like 16th note triplets, and it kind of changes the mood of the scale. I don't know. This is what happens when you don't know what you're talking about, but you feel it. All right, let me read a couple of these. John, one thing about John. Oh, okay, was always quick to help guitarists with their questions. Thanks, Dave. How did Mike Varney not snatch you up? Well, okay, another story. So I think with our second demo, and it's on YouTube, if you type in Sinister Sam Picklehead Willie, I think we approached Mike Varney with that. And So we went to his house. He showed us the room with all of his videotapes. He showed us a bunch of crazy drummers on videotapes. I think one of them might have been Tony Royster Jr. as the kid, but I'm not entirely sure. Just kids wailing on drums. So there was that. I forget what he wanted from us. And this was right at the time also, because we were also trying to get signed by, I think, Sony Music or something. This was right before Nirvana fucked up the world with Nevermind, or changed the musical landscape. Like, I'm not a huge Nirvana fan at all, but I do. But I like Bleach. I like the more like with that type of music. I always like the more dirtier shit, like Hole. I liked the one before it was She Blew Up. There's one album, I forget what it's called. It's just punky and dirty. I like the dirty, punky attitude type shit with everything. Like, I think Van Halen had a bit of that on the first 4 albums. Started to lose it with Diver Down. 1984 was like a commercial success and so much fucking chorus going on. My God. And then and then there were other things that were popping up. I was listening to a lot of Gamma with what's that guitar player? Ronnie Montrose. I loved that stuff. I loved the Gamma albums. Okay, back to Varney. So he wanted us to do something. I don't know if it was more solo-y stuff. I forget what was happening. We tried to get it to work. There was also infighting with the band, so that shit just blew up on our faces. It fell apart. Okay, I'm gonna read some more questions. Got snatch you. Okay, Sam Cupper. Weird question. Did you ever use Get My Icon World War tabs I sent you like a year or 2 ago? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. World War. I'd like to check them out though. Resend them through. Email me, send them through. I don't know. I might have saved them and forgot about them. I have no idea. Or I might have put them. I have a folder called Deal with Soon. It's just I don't deal with it soon. So it might actually be there. I'm almost in a band with Michael Lee Firkin's drummer. That's cool. That's cool. I made Facebook friends with the drummer from Joe Bonamassa. So we were chatting a bit the other day actually about tuning girls. He was giving a girl. We'll get into that later. Thanks for the story. Thanks for answering my question. Yeah, it's all good. I think I got everything off my chest that I needed to. Have you ever heard Hector Hellion and what you think of him? Oh, dude, with the mask on. Dude, there's tons of badass players. Like, there's fucking tons of badass players. Now, the thing is, and I've noticed this, is that some of them, I might not like their playing, but they might be a cool guy to hang out with. I don't know. And I'm a mean critique when it comes to guitar players. Like, I like a certain thing and only that thing. That's why I am in love with Brandon Ellis, because he fucking ticks those boxes. His chops are fucked up. His chops are off the fucking charts. His stage presence, it all has to go back with live performance. His stage presence is crazy. He could pull off his solos on the album live, and his vibrato is from there to there. And another dude is Joshua Jones. His vibrato is probably even wider. I would rather hear a dude that played medium to slow tempo with massive vibrato than I would rather hear like an Yngwie guy with like this weak, tinny, shitty, pissy vibrato. I don't know what it is. I love the sound of really, and I found a woman, a singer-songwriter by the name of Christelle Beaufall. I think she lives in Texas. Her vocal vibrato is like Brandon Ellis / Joshua Jones guitar vibrato. It's like, here's the note, and she's going way up here and way down here, and it's like that. It's crazy, but I love it. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, thanks for the story. Thanks for answering my question. Have you ever heard of Hector? Yeah, Hector Hellion. Guitar player with a mask on, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. There's tons of dudes. I love the gypsy jazz guys. Those, as far as I'm concerned, the gypsy jazz dudes are at the fucking top of the fucking pile because they're playing jazz on an acoustic and they're improvising. And I think they're staying within like the chops wise. They're staying within the oh fuck, what's his name? What's the fucking guy's name? The burnt. What's the fucking guy's name? I want to say Jaco Pastorius. Come on, help me. Who's the dude? Who's the dude? Who's the dude that put guitar and he burnt his goddamn hands in a fire? I should know this. Yes, Django. Fuck, Django Reinhardt. So a lot of their stuff, they still use like the Django chops and how that they shift between things and that kind of thing. But Django was badass. If you ever want to see two dudes, and I forget their names because I don't know, I'm not big on remembering guitar players' names when the fucking light's on. But look up Django's Tigers on YouTube, and it's these two dudes, and they burn. That's the fucking pinnacle right there. Don't need an amp. Don't need fucking Kemper. Don't need a Helix. They got their fucking big ass gypsy jazz guitar, which I've never played one. I'm sure it's a real fucking ball buster to use. And they're doing sweeps on a fucking acoustic. So yeah, love those guys. We're up to 15 people now. Nice. Hold on a minute. He was in love with Ramona. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was a great show in Berkeley with Glenn. Oh, you were there? You probably came up with us. Yeah, I remember that show. We had issues because one of the band members was late. He was in love with Ramona. I had Ramona on my Facebook for a while. I don't know. I think she deleted me, which is fine. Do you like Andy James? Yeah, that dude burns too. And he's on it. Here's why I like Andy James. He's cool that, well, first off, he burns. There's no doubt about that. He's transparent in the fact that he doesn't use his pinky as much as he should. So he's like a Neil Schon type of player. And he also talks about something important, and that's alternate picking 2-note per string, and how he says there's like 40% of guitarists start on an upstroke. So he shows that he can do it. He can blaze through it with his upstroke. And I got a friend like that named Ben Quirk. I'm doing a band with him. And then he shows you the way he can't do it. So I like that about him. And I like that he's got a pretty rough English accent, which I like as well. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to actually go back up. Are you familiar with Rick Graham? Dude, who is not familiar with Rick Graham? He's got, I think, out of everybody I've seen, I think Rick Graham has got the most chops on the fucking planet. Like, his shit is way up there. And the reason why I like Rick Graham is that he's not afraid to talk about that his shit is high gain as fuck. Like the gain's off the fucking charts, and he's cool with that. And I'm cool with that. And I'm one of those guys that's like, the more gain, the better. Where you can just pinch harmonic just by breathing on the fucking instrument. So yeah, love Rick Graham. He's badass. And I don't think we connect on a guitar level, at least he doesn't with me, but we connect on a true crime level. So, and I've had minimal talkings with him, but I love that guy as well. And he's a pretty honest cat. Like, I like people that are honest. So that's always a big and cool. Barney had a no cussing rule. Sam had all the bad words. Yeah, maybe it had to do with changing the lyrics to the stuff. I don't know. Do you ever watch Rick Beato's channel? Absolutely. Yeah, I like the more jazzy stuff. So I like to listen to what he has to say about like Steely Dan, because those chords kind of intrigue me. I'd like to incorporate like bossa nova and jazz in a metal context. That's kind of where I'm going with that. So I watch a lot of those. I think that he did the What Makes His Song Great thing on Van Halen. And I think which one did he do? Was it Run with the Devil? I wish he would do something. I wish he would do like one of the more obscure songs, you know? Check him out then, Hector Hellion. All right, dude, you fucking love this Hector Hellion. You check him out. You know what? Now I'm not going to check him out. Fuck Hector Hellion. What are your thoughts on Buckethead? We're not going there. I love Joshua. He's awesome. He is. Django Reinhardt. Picking technique is really good. Yeah, they're fucked up. Look, I'll quickly, I don't know. Buckethead reminds me of Paul Gilbert. That's it with him. And I don't like instrumental songs, but he's wacky and cool and wears a bucket and all that shit. The Rosenberg Trio, yeah, Jimmy Rosenberg, fuck that dude. Like that Limehouse Blues in that hotel with Frank Vignola or whatever, and that the drummer playing on the the fucking. If I could start over again, I'd probably start learning like gypsy jazz right at the beginning, and then try to get my chops like in order as quick as I could, and just but then play metal. The picking technique, yeah, gotta go keep rocking. See you, Sam. Yeah, this message is held for review. Why? Oh, here we go. Rodrigo E. Gabriela acoustic. Yeah. Ooh, Gabriela got that mad right hand going. Look, I'm gonna wrap it up. Ooh, we actually have gone over time. Rosenberg is great. Like I just love he did running and jump. I just love guitar play country guitar players. Oh wait, excuse me. Are you trying to say that the country dudes are better than the gypsy jazz guys? Because is it Brad Paisley? He burns. I'm not going to really go down this road either. Bruce Bouley, Racer X. Yeah, yeah. Bruce is a beast. He's absolutely a beast. I just liked Paul. I'm just more into the flashy guys, Like I enjoyed. I think I permeated toward Jason Becker's playing rather than Marty's, but it doesn't mean I didn't like Marty less. I just liked Jason more. No, I'm like a 14-year-old kid in a 50-year-old man's body. Take it easy, man. Bruce is a beast. Yes, he is. Just got on YouTube and here you are, all live and shit. Corey. So yeah, I stayed at Corey's house when I bought this at Target for like $40, and then I chopped it all up, and here we are. So I've known Corey since high school, and I think she's marrying my friend Scott, who I was in a band with, and I know him from high school, but they weren't together in high school, so it's all very weird to me. But I know that people grow up and shit like that. It's just funny as fuck. Do you have a vintage or modern Phase 90? No, I don't have any stump boxes. When I was starting out, I think I had a Metal Zone. I think I had a Boss Flanger. Was my very first. My mother paid $200 for that fucking thing. God bless her. And that was it. But I like modern shit. I think and you will hear down the track, if I put the Helix Light into a tube power amp, because that's the key, balls forever. And I got a friend, Luke Walton, who owns a Marshall 9200 power amp, and he's outfitted it with I don't know, the tubes are so big you can't close the back of his rack case. It's frightening. I used it for the Obscura show in Melbourne, and Headroom for Days, and it when we did sound check, you just play a power chord, and it was just ball punchingly fucking great. Okay, I'll read a couple of these, and then really let's wrap it up, shouldn't we? Or should I? We'll see how we go. Yeah, bluegrass dude. Look, maybe I should recant what I've said. Bluegrass dudes, the country dudes, like what Andy Woods does with that mandolin, that's all fucked up shit. I don't know. Okay, from my ear, I just think the gypsy jazz dudes, are fucked. But all those dudes, that any guy that does like the Gar said, like any sort of chicken picking or clean style telly, like that's all fucked up. I do love it all. But the one that gives me the extra boner is like gypsy jazz, without a doubt. Scott is awesome. Scott, after he did Sinister Sam, he has moved on to, now he's playing like straight up jazz, and he's in a jazz trio in San Jose, California called, what is it, Jazz? Corey, help me with the title of the name of the band, Jazz Function or whatever. I went. This was cool. Here's another story about a guy named Scott Miller. So I visit California every maybe 2 years, and it just so happens I was visiting California when Scott was doing a show. He was playing at I don't know, it was summertime, it was out back, it was his trio band, no, maybe even a 4-piece. It was guitar, keys, maybe he was playing bass, and a drummer. And they were jamming out and doing these things. And Scott had to go to the bathroom. So he actually called me up. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going on here? And he goes, play in C. So then he goes to the bathroom. I'm playing his like ES335 or whatever. And I think he had a fairly crunchy-ish or a tone with some sustain. And I was able to do my best, interpretations of Holdsworth and outside playing, which I'm bad at that shit. But it was fun. It was fun to just do that. So thanks, Scott. When we come out again, A, we should probably do a Sinister Sam reunion thing. B, I want to play drums for you at some stage. I know that Aaron does a lot. Aaron Liebelt, who was the bass player of Sinister Sam, now has his own studio and his own drum kit. So there you go. I'm plugging everybody. I'm plugging everybody today. Plug yourselves. There's the fucking thing. Go for it. Okay. Vintage, no, don't care. Bluegrass or some fire musicians. You were correct. Scott is awesome. Correct. Saw Brad Paisley in the Game of Thrones cover and is the only one who stood toe to toe with Nuno. Never heard Brad before, but he blew me away. Oh yeah, dude. In the very beginning, I thought that Brad Paisley was like the Jason Becker of country music. Like that dude, he's fucked up. Those dudes are fucked up. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Impossible question, but if you have one, who's your favorite Aussie guitarist? Look, I'll say Randy, because he was cut down in a really pivotal time, and he was just blossoming as a player. We didn't get to see where that next album was going to go, or if he was going to stay in the band, or if he was going to quit. So there's always that what if, and it could have been, he could have done like really cool shit in the classical thing and gone that way, or he could have been an Aussie but disinterested, and the music would have sounded a certain way, and that would have taken Ozzy on a different trajectory to what he's done with Zach and all those dudes. But I really like the album Speak of the Devil with Brad Gillis. I thought Brad Gillis, because he was using Mesa Boogie at the time, and it just sounded, that album, rhythm-wise, and even leads, sounded scary as fuck, man. Like the beginning to Symptom of the Universe. Oh, brutal. All right. But look, having said that, I just see Jakey Lee hands down from H-Bomb. I like Jakey Lee. I liked, I thought Slow Down. I liked the albums with Jake. But this was also getting into, well, I think it was like, during Ozzy's fairly hardcore glam stage. And I came from cock rock, but then I started going into like Anthrax and that kind of shit. So I was going that way while cock rockers were going another way. So I started to want to hear more power chord, muted power chord, which I still love. That's why I love Meshuggah so much. Okay, let me read these. I'm going to try to clock off. I don't know. Got 18 people, but that's pretty good. I still have my Digitech rack that you used in Fresno. That's cool. My buddy was telling me that he's got a friend that's got this thing from Sans Amp that's just this long strip. And he says he runs it into like a Fender Princeton reverb, and when you hit on an aggressive sound, it's just mind-blowing. So he's using that live. And he says it is I don't know what it's called, but this was told to me maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I've just been tripping on it ever since, but everybody's got their own ideas. So anything else compared to Helix? Sure. I mean, look, the Boss GT10, look, they all sound as good as each other. I've heard Kemper sound great on stage. I've heard Kemper sound absolute shit on stage. So obviously it's the person who's using it and what kind of sounds they're dialing in. I've heard Axe Effects sound good on stage, and I've heard Axe Effects sound like fucking dog shit on stage. So like I said, it's the dude using it, and you gotta do a lot of experimenting. And if you're going direct into the fucking soundboard, that's how you gotta tweak it. Like I did that video with Ryan Bailey with the Line 6, and we XLR'd out into one speaker of a desk, and what was coming out of his head was the same exact sound that was coming out of the fucking monitors. So that is how you program your shit these days. Are you going to be in Jason Becker's next album? No, I wish. I love that guy. I love that guy so much. And was my old boss at Starving. Oh, that's cool. What guitar player for the 80s do you respect but dislike his playing or style? I'll say Eddie Van Halen. No. Fuck, that's a hard one. And I'm actually trying to not be mean about other players. Like what is that dislike his playing his style? Oh man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not trying to be elusive or anything. I don't like. Do you respect but dislike his playing? Oh, you know what? Maybe that. The guy for. Oh, somebody wanted me to do a lesson on the other day, and I said I couldn't do it. Vito Bratta. Because me, just I don't know. Like I said, I think it was because I was getting out of cock rock and going more into the thrash thing, and so that whole shreddy cock rock thing. After a while, I just started like, no, I wasn't into it anymore. And I just thought he looked like Eddie Van Halen. He kind of played with the tapping like Eddie Van, and that actually turned me off. So, but I respect him. I respect anybody who plays live or has released anything and put their fucking heart out there. I respect them. Whether whether I can get along with them is a different story. Whether they can get along with me. I mean, if you meet someone and you connect with someone, it's a two-way street. I'm not like him. He might think I'm an asshole. Look up Brad Paisley doing Van Halen on a telly. It's killer. Is that where he does Hot for Teacher? Yeah, I think you're right. I hated Ultimate Sin. I don't remember any of the songs off that. That had Killer of Giants on it. I like that intro. Fly Rig. Is that what it's called? Cool. Love that album, but it was always each their own. You hated Ultimate Sin? Okay, now we got some infighting. Not really. Cheers, Blackie. We'll look for that. True Dad, Cool H Bomb, maybe Slash. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually like Slash's playing. I think he fucking burns. I don't like Guns N' Roses, but having said that, I always try to go back and figure out why, and I know why. It's because I don't like that sleaze rock shit. I don't like that blue, like Faster Pussycat or like the Tracy Guns band like that. That's not really my thing. But like I said, I probably party with all of them as long as there's beer. Bring beer, and I'm there. We don't even have to talk about music. But yeah, where was I going with this? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of Guns N' Roses, but my wife is. So we have these talks, and I try to get her side of why she likes them. And then I think she had some CDs. So I've listened to like all the Use Your Illusions, and the one I actually want to go back to is Chinese Democracy. I want to listen to that just because I do. But Slash is a fucking killer guitar player, and I'm on his Instagram, and he posts some really wacky, zany shit. He's a cool guy, and I read his book, and I love Slash. How can you not love Slash? I think that's the question we should be asking everyone is how can you not love Slash? Dude burns. He's had a crazy fucking life. He's got stories. That's the kind of person you want to talk to. It wasn't my thing. Plus Racer X just came out. My whole world changed. Yeah, good old Racer X. Hammett. I like Metallica up to a point, and that point is I think And Justice for All was the last one. As soon as I heard the Black Album, I was done. I mean, I was listening to Forbidden and Violence, and then Death had come out with Human, and I was just like, I need more aggressive music. My ultimate band was always like Paul Gilbert in SOD or George Lynch in Anthrax. I wanted that kind of thing. And I mean, we kind of got that with Alex Skolnick in Testament. But, Louis Clemente wasn't the drummer I want. I wanted like a Gene Hoglan. See, yeah, because in my brain, I like certain criteria you got to meet in order for me to like you as a metal band. Your drummer's got to be pretty much the best dude in the band. You got to have power chords up the fucking ass. That's why I like Anthrax a lot Among the Living so much. That's a great album. And I love Dan Spitz. I thought he did a great job. Read some of these. Music was such a musical player. See, I got maybe I'm missing out on some shit. Maybe I need to go back and listen to some of that. All right, H-Bomb, he's got to get his ass to work. See you later. And good news is you can always watch this later. Guns was the most hyped band. That's cool, though. What about that other hyped band that I've been blathering on about every now and then with the guy? Fuck. Now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of the fucking band. Looks like a homeless dude. Had that song Yabo Asshole. And I'm a tank. He's trying to come off as a homeless guy, and he started out as a cock rock guy. Best frontman I've ever seen, even though it was YouTube. That dude's fucking incredible. Contraband album with Shanker and Slash was awesome. All right, I'll check that out. Video solo on Wait. Oh, fuck. All right, I'll look at that. Just saw Slash with Miles Kennedy as Sweetwater. That would have been cool. Yeah, Miles Kennedy's a fucking badass. Doesn't he burn on guitar as well? Buckethead is all over Chinese Democracy. Yeah, I can overlook that. No, I'm kidding. Chinese Democracy. Not going to lie, I really dislike the album other than the title track. Well, see, the minute I hear everybody else hates an album, that's the one I want to check out. Like, watch that interview with Eminem and what's the guy's name? Anyway, and Eminem was going how much he hated Relapse, one of his albums, Relapse, because he's like, yeah, I was trying to bend my accent to make the words rhyme, and I'm like, he needs to say it was trash, and I said, well, fuck that. That's the one I'm going to start listening to. So I did, and I found I got 2 songs on there I really love, which are Insane. Insane's great, and Bagpipes from Baghdad, where he's ripping on Mariah Carey. Oh, that's fucking gold, dude. Let's see. But good, maybe cool. Chinese Democracy. Yeah, I'm reading through these. We danced to the Black Album at Cheers. Yeah, I would have danced. Cheers was like a meat markety type hookup place in I think Cupertino in California. Great place though. Yeah, we danced to it. I would have been A, drunk, and B, dancing ironically, because you shouldn't dance to metal unless you're goth and hot. Let me see. Dance Black Album. It's weird to even think, though. I was born in 2001. Most of the bands and musicians I love from their prime years before I was even born. Life, Sex, and Death. Yeah. Look, wait. Let me just answer Yanni's question. Yeah. But that's the way it is. Like I feel. Yeah, my wife feels the same way. She thinks she would have been like better off in the 70s, and like that resonates with her. My wife is she is fucking cool because she likes Zappa. She likes Rush. I don't know any females who like Rush. And she has her own eras and albums to what I do, so that's cool. And she's probably big on Genesis because she wanted to know what prog rock was about. So she didn't buy, but she downloaded this one. It's like a I don't know how many fucking, but it starts at Genesis when they were with Peter Gabriel and when he was painting his face and all that shit. And it's either the pop songs and they get more obscure, it's the ultimate obscure shit and they get more pop. I forget which order it goes into, but she's cool. I don't think she likes Emerson, Lake and Palmer. She hates Van Halen and Kiss because of me. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry I did that to you. Life, Sex, and Death. Yeah, that dude, I forget his name. Stanley, greatest front man. That dude's double, triple jointed. Best dude. Wacky vibrato on his vocals. Don't give a shit. If you can entertain me, like I said, for me, it's always about live. And if you fucked up live, I'm in love. Okay. Let me see. We're coming toward the end here, I think. My favorite Guns song is Don't Damn Me. Really cool riff and great solo. They never played it live. Great song, though. Russ and Genesis. Hell yeah. Orange Noise. Yep. Well, look, I think we can wrap it up. I think I'm going to go. Yeah, fuck, close to an hour. Jeez. Yeah. All right, cool. So I don't even tell you the Calkin story. So yeah, I've made a cover band, a metals cover band called Calkin. We got 3 guitar players, bassist, 2 drummers. I'm one of them. I'm playing half the set on drums. Then I'm going to guitar for the other half. We have a female vocalist, and we're doing like Sabbath, Priest, Ozzy Osbourne. We'll get Van Halen in there. All we're doing ain't talking about love, but all we want to do at this stage is just play some fucking easy ass rock tunes, good. Wear the wigs, look like fucking jackasses, maybe have a couple beers and have fun. Damn, I wish I got notifications for this. I just do them on the fly, dude. Do you still use Black Jazz 3 picks? Yeah, but I've switched. So right now I'm using they're Black Jazz 3 still, but these are the Gin Dunlop Oltex Jazz 3s. They're really good. And then, I buy like 24 packs. And the minute they're even slightly used, I'll just throw the shit away. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nice, sounds awesome. That's what it's still about, having fun. Yeah. If it, like, with any of this stuff, if you're not having fun, don't do it. And that could be soccer, baseball, cooking, fucking, well, I mean, you do need to eat. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to make videos in the other room. I still have to buy an Allen key because I don't have one. We'll see if my Star guitar is in tune. But I'm going to try to sell this fucking HD 500. Red Jazz pick here. The Eric Johnson ones. Tortex. Okay. When we move on to guitar picks, I think that means it's time to shut her down. So I will see you soon. Might actually be doing another one of these tomorrow, depending on if my wife is. Tell you what, we'll do one tomorrow. We'll do it during California's nighttime. Everybody that's participating or that's part of this, because this is a group thing, Alex does rule. What time? I'm thinking, fuck, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, what time is it in California right now? But we'll look, everybody get your fucking things out. California time.
The time in California, USA is 6:37 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay, 6:37 p.m. on Thursday. 3 hours. 6:37. We'll start. Okay, here's what the plan is: to have like a drinking fun session. I'll plug in the guitar, and we'll have fun doing stuff. 6:30 California time is a good time to drink. So everybody's got to buy a 6-pack of beer. That's rule number 1. Boston. Now, fuck. See, if we do, East Coast is going to get fucked over a little bit because we're going to start late. Because I'm thinking of starting. It'd be well, yeah, but you can find somebody to drink at home. You can buy beer at home. Shoulder tap at 7-Eleven. That's what we used to do. 4:37 here. 4:30 a.m. Jeez. Okay, well, we'll try to make it easier for Israel. 9:30 New Hampshire. Yeah, I think East Coast is going to get fucked up a bit. Okay, what if we do it? So it's 6:37. 7:37. We'll do it an hour later. We'll do it an hour later next, like tomorrow. Which for me is what time? It's 11:38. Oh, okay, cool. So 12:40. 12:40-ish. I gotta fucking write this down. Somebody write 12:40 over on the right here. So here's what we'll do. If you want to participate, 6-pack of beer, without a doubt. I was gonna say whenever I drink, you drink. No. Let's just have fun and make it nice and loose and just relaxing and fun. Keystone beer, the cheapest. Sweet. See you tomorrow. Bye, Sam. Orange Noise, 12:40. So yeah, 12:40. Cool. What beer am I going to buy? There's stuff out here there's a local beer from a microbrewery out here called Hawthorne. Might have that. There's one called Little Creatures. I might have that. 8:30 in Iowa. That's right. So what time in Cali? Fuck. Let me help me do the math. 8:40 in California. 8:40 in California, which for me on a Friday night is going to be 12:40 in the afternoon for me. In the afternoon, so I'll be drinking at 12:40. Oh, who cares? I mean, I'm at the in-laws. So, okay, Blackie, I'll say it again and tell everybody because we're gonna have fun tomorrow at 8 California time. Tomorrow, 8:40. Also, I don't know if you guys do this or not. I don't even know how it pops up in a thing. Check out on my channel. Check out the community thing because I often tell you what videos I'm going to drop before I drop them. So it's an easy way for you to know what's coming up in the week or something like that. Early drinkers. Okay, here we go. Who, me? Yeah, why not? Okay, this is it. It's already an hour. We've done well. We've kept 15 plus people. I got 11 likes, which is good. Click the bell. It tells us you're live. There's no bell from here. There's no fucking bell where I am at. I've got a like thing. I've got a microphone thing. I've got an in-stream thing. There is no fucking bell anywhere. Pop out chat. Not toggle timestamp. I don't know what the fuck that means. Dude, there's no fucking bell. Oh, you click the bell. Click the fucking bell. Do I do a commercial? Does it come to that? I'll do a commercial. Fuck it. It'd take me 2 seconds. That are sub to you. The bill is for, yeah, do all that shit. Get into me. I'll get into you, you fuckers. It's my New York accent. Well, I've said everything I've had to say. The bell won't show up. Look, you know what to do. Oh, there's the backyard. There's a dead fucking bird in the pool too. I'm just gonna leave it there. Really not my business, and I don't give a shit. Okay, so we got the plans tomorrow. Let's see what this says. Bell fucking clicked. Nice one. Here we go. Oh yeah, and I'm also with the monetized clips. I'm probably gonna chill out on the swearing, but I'm also gonna correct that as well. So if I do, I know I'm backtracking now, but so if I do like the thing at VIX where we're trying out all the amps, obviously we're gonna be drinking. What I'll do is I'll record that in full, post that whole thing with no ad, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the video, grab the 5150 through the 4 cab, the fucking Friedman through this, and then make smaller clips, which I'll then monetize and whatever. So there you go. All right. We've settled on a date and a time and all that shit. When is the alarm release date? We're currently in negotiation with record labels at the moment. It's fucking tedious. It's long. The thing's been done for months now. It's sitting there. We're actually writing material for the album after, just to kind of keep the momentum going. And that should do it. That's your answer, Dave. The answer is I don't fucking know. But our bass player has info that I don't. But when it happens, I'm gonna beg people to buy the fucking album because it costs a lot of money to make, and we'd obviously like to make that money back. Good night, mate. See you tomorrow. Orange Noise. I'm from Missouri, though. Well, my condolences. Missouri sounds like a fucking shithole, but I could be wrong. Tennessee, that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna go now. I'm going to set up in the other room, maybe do some Van Halen shit. Try to sell this fucking HD 500. But first, before I do anything, I'll make a commercial regarding tomorrow. The only way that will change, I don't think it will, because my wife has got a lot of study to do, is if she wants to hang out. Let's say what? No, I think we should, she's got a lot of homework to do, so I'll just buy my 6-pack, end up here, and we'll get to drinking, playing guitar, and having fun. And there you go. Wow, minute 5. Fuck me. See you tomorrow. All right, this is it. The South is nice and quiet. Yeah, probably boring, though, too, but whatever. To each his own, Davey. To each his fucking own. Let's try to get Chuck Creamer in the mix tomorrow. Is your wife going to be a cop? No, she's actually studying forensic psychology. So she'll either be a researcher. She might be working, although I think she might be doing some stuff for the Innocence Project. What else? She might be working in jails with convicts and shit. I don't know. But it's good to talk to her about crime. What's the BPM on that A Van Halen lick in your last video? Dude, I don't know. 100 fucking million. Okay. That is the plan. You get your 6-pack of beer, bring your guitars, and we'll have a bit of fun. And I'll put the disclaimer out that if my playing is sloppy tomorrow, I don't care. All right, I'm ending this stream. It's time to go. I've touched base. I think I've talked about everything on the list. My sister was a nurse at a prison. She's still doing that stuff? Wouldn't that be good money? You'd be kind of scared, but fuck, whatever. All right, I'm ending the fucking stream. We talk about it all right? Peace out, peoples. Bring your guitars, bring the alcohol. Bring your friends, tell your friends. I will, please peel the plastic off. I'm driving you nuts. The only, I'll do, fuck, all right. What I'll do is, yeah, get your booze happening. So look, I'll get offline right now. I'll make the commercial right now. Here's what we should do if we really want this to be a party of sorts. I'll do a commercial for tomorrow's live stream right now. Theo, what's up, Theo? Look, so here's what we'll do. I'll do a commercial for tomorrow's live stream. Get on to, I don't know, copy the video, share the fucking video. Let's make this a bit of a party. And we'll have some beers. We'll have some chatting. We'll play some stuff, and we'll just connect, get to know each other, have some fun, and have a good time. All right. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.